Hello and welcome to this tutorial. Today in this video I'm going to explain how you can use Xero, which is an accounting software, for the first time. So Xero, you can create your invoice and have your bills all together in one place. So please let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. I'll let you with this tutorial. Welcome guys to this tutorial. Today I'm going to explain how you can use Xero, which is an accounting software, for the first time, and it's just introduction on how you can get your bills, invoice, and an overview in general. Okay, Xero is an accounting software really helpful for run your business better. As you can see here, you can keep on top of your cash flow, smart online invoices. You can also customize your invoices and set automatic reminders to take work out of chasing payments. Everything in one place. That's a good thing. Okay, so here you can see the plans as a business, so that is in Australian dollars. We go for what the starter is for 350 Australian dollars, and you can go for growth or comprehensive ultimate 10. So as you can see, here is the price depending what you want. If you can see here, you can just go to xero.com and then see what is your plan that requires for your business. Okay, saying that, it's pretty simple. Okay, so let me go and see what else they have in here. The features that you can see as well is pay bills, claim expenses, bank connections, set payments, track projects, GST returns, payrolls, bank reconciliation, and more. Okay, so the payments is also payments online, which is pretty good. So you can get payments through Stripe if you have a Stripe. If not, I'll show you. Okay, so first thing, if you go here, say try Xero for free, you just go there. Okay, and you will see that it's pretty simple. You just need to fill up this form. As soon as you fill up the form, you will go through, you need to access to log in. Okay, and you will go through to your dashboard. Okay, so the first thing that you can see is something like that as soon as you logged in. Okay, and then in here, it's always the same. Here at the top, it will be the name of your company. Now is a demo company. I'm going to explain how you set this up first. Okay, but it will be the same: dashboard, business, accounting, payroll, project, and contacts. Okay, so here on the dashboard, you will see here pretty much the overview of what you have. The business account, that I'm going to explain how you can link your business account to do reconcile. Okay, you payments and invoices. Okay, business savings, so it will be here, but that it can be edited in this button in here, edit dashboard, so you can edit as you want. Okay, it's pretty simple. Here at the top, we're going through the business. Here in business, you can see analytics, a short-term cash flow that you can see, as well as business snapshot. But here, probably the most that you're gonna use is the invoices and bills to pay. Okay, so invoices is what you generate to invoice your customer, your clients, for your services or your products. Okay, and it will be here, payment links. That's how you're gonna set up online payments, quotes, sales overview. Okay, you can also create quotes, and then these quotes can turn into an invoice. Bills to pay, purchase orders, purchase overviews, expenses cleared here. Okay, so pretty much is that. It is kind of like what you're going to use the most. It will be the invoices and bills to pay. We're gonna go here in accounting. This section, it will be pretty much to go through reports, okay, and advanced reports. So if you want to go more deep in that, you can probably reach the Xero, or you can also text me or write a comment below. Okay, and I'll be able to help you. But this is an accounting report area. Payroll, so if you have your employees, you will need to go here, set them up, and then you can after that set this pay employees. Okay, by the time, you need to add the timesheets, and according to the timesheets, you can also make the payments to your employees. Okay, but is that video is just an overview. I'm just going to explain the sections that probably is the most common, which is more like invoice and billings. Okay, projects, if that project, that section, it will be more actually is an extra an extra feature, so you will need to pay extra on top. But in here, if you have, for instance, a renovation company, or you have an agency that you want to create projects for that, so you can create the projects for each one, and then you can track what is the profit and loss that you have for those projects. Okay, and here it will be all related to your contacts, customers, suppliers, and contractors if you have them. Okay, so first thing that you can probably do to start, okay, so after all of that, you go here, and then that's the demo company. So you will go here if you want to set up your company, you go here to settings, okay, and then that's the first thing, organization settings. In here we are going to go through general. In here in general you go organization details, so you can put your address, your logo, basic, financial, users, okay, you can add more users. So for instance, if you have your accountants in there, you can add them, the currency, and connect apps. So first thing that you can probably do is organization details here, and then I'll explain you. So you will need to fill up all this information with the logo, okay, and then demo. So you put the company name in here, industry, company if you're a company, or if just even a sole trader. So for instance, you're working for yourself, you can go here, individual, not profit, depends what organization or what you are using 0 for. Okay, so if you're Australian, so you need to put your Australian business number in here, okay, the branch, organization, description, verify your mobile number, so that it will be in relation to your mobile number, where you live in here, contact information. So you need to fill all this up, okay. I'm just gonna leave it like that because it's a demo, so I'm just gonna explain how to do it, but it will be that way. As soon as you have that, you save, okay. No, remember to save just here down below, and that's it. So pretty much is what you need to do. Okay, so we are going back again to the organization here, and then you can add the users. I'm not gonna go through all of that because this video is gonna take forever, but that's the users. So you can create the users, that's the currency at the moment, because that software is for the Australian market, so you can put the Australian, but you can also add, for instance, different currencies like USD for American, Australian, and then euros if you want to use euros as well. If you want to connect any app, it will be in this section. Okay, so here features like the invoices, settings, payment services, email. That is important, so I'm gonna explain in here how you can go through the invoice settings. So here in invoice settings is in relation on how you gonna create you a template for your invoice. Okay, as you can see here, you got the standard, but you can change that. Let me show you this one, how it looks like. Preview, that it will be how it preview your invoice. So we're gonna change that logo and also the information across that. Most of these things, as you can see here with the brackets in there, is because it pulled the information already from the system. So all the contact name, it will be through your contact name. Attention is the attention to, so the person that you're gonna send it, the town, the country, etc, etc. Okay, so how we're gonna do that? It's easy. You can just, you can create a new branding theme, but what I'm gonna use is the existing one. So edit in here, okay, and then you can see branding theme. So I'm just gonna call it as a standard, or you can call my invoice, okay, and that's it, right? Instead to call it a standard or whatever you want to call it, right? And then here page size, so 8:4 is the standard US letter if you want to use the US letter, but here is what you have in there is the top margins, bottom. So this is relation how you set this up for your invoice, depending what you like to do. All right, by default it's pretty decent. I think it's okay. Show tax number, show column heading, show items, so you can go leave it like it is, because I think as it is fine. Okay, and what I can probably suggest in here, if you have any terms and payments policies, you can put them here. When paying by check, well, that's by default, but pay by check, please complete these payments at blah blah blah. Okay, terms you can also put here, for instance, you bank details if you want to put your bank details to pay, but normally it will be in here as well if you have payment service bank details. Okay, I'll show you how to do that. Payment services with a credit card. At the moment, you will see, oh, it's nothing. Of course, it's nothing because you need to set this up. I'm going to explain you how to do that in a sec, okay? Before, it's just to go here and complete all of that. So the logo, where do you want the logo alignment? So here, left, centered, right. So you can put as you want. Show tax as exclude. exclusive or inclusive, okay? And here will be relation to your business, that, okay? So once it's done, you just go here and save. And now I'm going to explain you how you can also put the payment services. So as you can see here, you got the payment services, but it's another option, okay? As I said before, in here, I don't want to go back and forth, but here you go also the payment services, which is pretty much the same, one way to the other way, okay? And then I already did my one. I think here is just complete with the Stripe. You see here, complete with the Stripe. But if you want to add more, as you can see here at the top, I'm just going to go here closer, manage payments method, manage connect services, and add new payment services. So here in new payment services, we're going to go, and then you can see say card and digital wallets, direct debits, and PayPal. So depends. I mean, you can use PayPal as well. If you have a PayPal account, you just go here and add your PayPal account. I'm not going to do it because, again, this video is going to take longer. Direct debit, but that it will be with Go Cardless, okay? That's another application. In that case, we're going to use Stripe because I think, I believe that Stripe is the most common platform that you can have as a payment gateway, okay? It's pretty common, it's very useful, okay? So you just need to go here and complete setup. And nothing, you just have to set this Stripe account. So if you already just complete the information, it will take you to the Stripe. So you need to go through the Stripe. If you don't have a Stripe account, you just go through stripe.com and create an account, okay? You just need to set up for your business, and that's it. So saying that, you see here, I'm not going to do it because I already have my one, but you just need to submit and then complete that process. As soon as it is, that's it, it will be connected. And then with that, you can select the payment through cards through Stripe. So your customers or your clients can make payments online. So they don't need to make any transfer. They can just go through that invoice and make that payment, okay? I'm going to show you how you can do that, okay? So saying that, I'm just going to go back to the organization settings here and finish up these things, okay? So email settings. So here in email settings is because you can create the reminders, okay? So what I'm saying reminders is all these credit notes, sell invoice. Imagine that someone is overdue, right? And then you want them to pay you. You can set up these emails templates, okay? So here, because already for you emails are sent to my one, okay, but you set this up for yours. And then here the template, so you can go here for instance and then say invoice. You have here the basics and you can edit all of that, okay? Edit sales invoice template and etc. I mean, it's quite handy, to be honest. And then sales invoice etc, that's fine, okay? So well, just a section to know that is in here. Going back, okay, and then payroll settings, if you need to set this up, look, it's quite a lot of things to explain in there, but expenses, it's 0 to 0 and custom contact links, okay? So you can go and check this out if you need them, expenses, if you need to add the expenses. So if you're in this video, I'm also going to explain how you can now create your first invoice, okay? So we are going to create an invoice. How? Business invoices. So this is what we want to do. Every time that you want to create an invoice, is in this section. As you can see here, invoices, you have new invoice, credit note, send statements, import, export. You can also import your invoice if you have them, I don't know, in Excel or whatever. You can export and import them they have the function, okay? Draft, awaiting approvals, that's the status that you have for each invoices. So they have in draft, awaiting approval, awaiting payment, paid already or paid, and repeating if you have recurring payments. So it will be good to do it in here, okay? So you just go there and you just need to create recurring payments, okay? So first thing that I'm going to explain is just quickly go here, new invoices, okay? And then I think I forgot to explain something, because imagine that you want to have a different invoice number, okay? So for the invoice number, you go here, you go back. I'm gonna go to settings quickly. Sorry for that, but I think it's important. So the invoice settings, you will see here that you have default settings. Okay, that's important. I don't want to miss that, because these default payment terms, it will say that nothing, but sometimes it's important because someone, oh, I want to change the prefix, so it's in here. As you can see now, I start for 1045, as you can see here, but you can call it your invoice as you want or as you wish. You got the credit notes as well, the purchase orders as well, and the quotes as well. So this is where you can change that. Okay, that's just a note, because sometimes it's important. Okay, saying that, going back to the invoice, and I'm just gonna go back here to create a new invoices. Okay, saying that, we are now on the create new invoice. First thing that you need to do, this is how it looks like. Okay, the first thing here, so you need to create the person that you want to, or the client you want to send it. So say a new client, right? So you go here, as you can see, you go few of them. I already saved, as it's a demo, so you can save. You go to here to Negronis Cafe. Okay, so I'm just gonna go in invoice to Negronis Cafe. So here you have the issue date, so you can pick the date you create that. Normally by default will be the current date. Sorry, the due date. It will be here, as you can see. If you select, there's a drop down that you can have today, 7 days, 14 days, but you can also go and pick another date if you need to pick another date. Okay, depends what is the condition. So I'm just gonna pick 7 days here. As you can see now, the number, as you can see, is invoice 1045, which is the number it was in the previous default. Okay, and here's the reference, so you can add the reference if you want, and that is the branding theme, which is my invoice. Remember that I create my invoice, it was before a standard and now it's my invoice. So this is what it is, my invoice, and it will pick all the logos, all the information, and all the standards for this branding. Okay, and then so here, as you can see here, the online payments is because I didn't put that online payments yet, because I didn't finish it, but it's just to use this. Sorry, I'm just going back here. I already have the PayPal because I don't have the Stripe, but it's where you need to go, select, and then you can add the Stripe account. The currency, it will be Australian dollars by default, but if you want to add a different currency, you can add it here. Remember, you need to go back to settings and add the currency for wherever your currency you want to upset. If you want to use USD, you can put USD, euros, or wherever. Okay, the amount are the tax exclusive, yeah, but you can change that for whatever it is, or inclusive or no tax. Here items. Okay, so here in items you can put whatever items. You can also create one, right? And then you don't have to put that every single time. You can just go here, put a name or put a number or whatever you want as the code, right? And then you can put here whatever it is, right? Maybe you can put, I don't know, web development or whatever it is, website maintenance. Okay, so you put that, and that's it. So now every 001, it will be my code for web maintenance, but you can also change the description and put whatever it is for WordPress website. Okay, but I mean, depends what you put in here, but it doesn't need to be obviously that description. Here the quantity, so you put 1, 2, as many as you want. The price, so here it will be, for instance, 150. The account where you want to add, so that will be a sale. Okay, here the GST on income, but you can also add for VAT excluded or GST free income. Depends how is your financials and what's the tax rate, and if you use GST or you don't use GST, but it will be in here. Here the region, I mean, that it will be probably, you can avoid that, but that's more projects. And then here is good to attach. Imagine that you want to, this Negroni Cafe is for a project that you have for a customer, right? In that process, the customer, right, is for a project that you have and is in I don't know, Luna Cafe. So I'm just gonna put the Luna Cafe is under this Negronis Cafe, sorry. So it will be under this project, right? So then you can track this project, what is the profit and loss, and that invoice, it will be attached to that project. Okay, hope that makes sense. So now we got two invoices, two quantity of this, and then price is 150, so 300, and then you put the 10%, which is the GST, and then totally will be 330. Once it's done and everything is fine, obviously you can attach here. If you want to attach a PDF, Excel, any file you want, you go in here and then you attach it, and it's fine. That's it. Okay, Once it's done, at the top, approve an email or save and close. Approve an email, you go here, and then with that it will be perfect, because now you can put just the email. I didn't put the email before in my customer, but you can go here and it will display that email for your customer if you already did it. Okay, and then that's it. So basic, that's the email by default in the templates that it comes through to send you invoice. Okay, and this is how it looks like. And if you have the payments gateway, okay, you will be able, as you can see here, okay, and now I can need to go here closer, that the customer will be able to pay the invoice online. Okay, so you just need to send it, and that's it. I'm not gonna do it because that's a test, okay? But it will be ready once you send it, and the invoice will be here, as you can see, awaiting for payment. So if they pay you online, okay, then it will be good, because that payment will become to be paid, and that's it. And you don't even need to go and add a payment. So that is only when you receive the payment through your bank account. Is you can probably go here and add the payment, and that's it. Okay, but if they pay you online, okay, through Stripe or PayPal, that invoice, it will be paid automatically. You just need to see how when you're gonna get this payment into your account. Okay, and that's it. So once we have that, we going here in sale overviews, and then you can see, let me go back, sorry, you go to the invoice, and then now you will see that my invoice is here, Negronis Cafes, and then you go the day today, and it's awaiting for payment. Okay, so saying that, after 7 days, for instance, you can put as you can see here, you can say, hey, invoice reminders. So with that, what I'm going to do is set up the emails customer when invoice is due 7 days, 14 days, and 21 days. So then automatically 0, it will send that reminders to your customers that the invoice is overdue. Okay, so then you get your money, or you get your customers to pay you. Okay, and here that's it. So if you want to include button to online invoices, you can put that, include, that's fine. I mean, depends what you want to do. Okay, so saying that, that's it. We're going back to the invoices, and the same thing I think is pretty clear here. Please, I'm just going to stop here for a sec. If I'm going too quick or you don't know anything, I mean, you need to watch it again, do it. If you have any questions, please let me know on the comments below, and I will be able to help you. And like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you, and I'm gonna keep going with that. So I'm just gonna go here to business, and the next thing here, payment links. This is the same thing that we saw before, and now we're gonna go here to bills to pay. Okay, so here in bills to pay, one is to invoice, the thing that you going to against your clients or your customers, and bills to pay is where you need to pay your suppliers or your providers. Okay, and then here, how we're gonna do that, you can just draft, as you can see here is the same format. At the top you go all draft, awaiting approval, awaiting payments, paid, and repeating. Okay, so imagine that you want to create a new bill, that is here. So as you can see, I went here on the right, say new bill, and then here from, so your supplier, let's say if I can get one of those, but it will be there. If not, you just need to go here and create new suppliers. Okay, I'm just gonna pick that one, for instance, Alan Williams. Okay, and then here say the date, so it will be today by default. When it's going to expire, that depends what the bill is going to expire. And then here the reference, if you want to add a reference by normally what you do is you get that bill, and then you can attach it in here. You can just drag it, or you can just go here, upload files, and that's it. Okay, and then you just put whatever is on the bill. Imagine it's just doesn't have a code, but you can put a code here as well, right? And then development work, it cost me 1 hour, and then it costs another 120, and this is what I need to pay. And here is the accounts that you can go, and as you can see here, that's the expenses. The expenses is where you can find again on the organization settings. Okay, so you will go to expenses, and then you can see all the expenses in here, as you can have them. Okay, and if you don't find them, you can just go here and add a new account by normally. So here it will be probably sales or suppliers, right? And cost and goods normally. Okay, so you go here of goods, and that's it. GST, if they have GST, if they put GST in the invoice, and then it will be 120. So 120 plus GST, it will be $132. Okay, so once it's done, you just go here and approve, and that it will be your bill. So you can just also track your bills. Okay, and that's it. You go back here and you go to bills to pay, and that it will be you bills for Alan Williams. He want you to pay, or want us to pay $132. Okay, so this is pretty much what normally what you start with zero. It will be to create your invoice and to create your bills to pay. And pretty much that's it. Here you have all the accountings to go through your bank account, so you can add your bank account details in here to also link with zero. Okay, so if it's any reconciliation, after that you can go here to the dashboard and reconcile the payments that are going through the bank account. Okay, so let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.